Okay, we need to get one of those action things so I know when to start. Welcome back, everyone. It's August. It's the week before in-service, so everything is getting ready to kick off officially next week. I know some of you have been able to take a little bit of time off. I hope that you come back rested and everything. And then some of you I know have been here all summer long and are feeling every minute of it. So hopefully we can come up with a little bit of diversion to make that, not such a big deal. The first thing that I want to mention is that the time capsule has been discovered. So this is really probably the highlight of my summer. I'll tell you that Lisa Spencer and I sort of solved some kind of little archaeological puzzle here, where we figured out that the 1990 time capsule and the 2000 time capsule had been combined. So we were really just not looking in the right place, but we'll have a little bit more visual information about this momentous discovery a little bit later on. I also want to mention that this is the second take that we've done on this video because we're trying to work with our new microphone, which will give us enhanced sound, only it doesn't enhance the sound unless you turn everything on. So here we are. We're ready to go with our new technology. Next week is in-service week, so we will have our all-campus meeting on Tuesday, August 12th at 8:30 in the morning in Town Hall. This is a brief meeting where everybody kind of gets together and we'll introduce all of the new employees. There are a lot of new employees this time, a lot of really good new employees, so I'm really excited to introduce all of them to the campus and really excited to start working with all of them. And as we get off to educating our students and retaining our students and then getting them on their way. I want to mention that next week is the fair. We've already been through this, trying to figure out what the date is of the fair. So the fair is next week, starts on August the 11th. If you're not working at the fair, please come by our booth anyway. It's going to be newly designed with the CCC logo, so it's not going to look like, some kind of random agricultural little barn or something like that. It looks like a college thing with our logo, bright colors, the whole bit. Very cool. So I want to thank marketing and Natalie Daggett for coming up with all of that, and I believe they're going to have to do all the work too. So even more thanks for that. We've also got several new TV commercials that you might have seen recently. Our TV commercials are new, the ad at the movie theater is new, and then we also have several new radio spots that are featuring students in different programs. They look really top-notch, and so if you see those and you have any feedback, I'd really love to hear what you think about them, or you can let Lisa Spencer know what you think, but kind of watch for those and keep your ears open and see what other people think of them. The students look really good in there, they sound really good, and I think that they really show us off in a very positive light, so that's really kind of what that we're looking for, and they've got a whole different look than what we've done before. And so thanks to Scott Knauer for doing those commercials and kind of coming up with a plan for us and everything. I would also like to thank everybody who participated in the United Way Stuff the Bus project last week, and to thank Felicia Tenike, who is our newly crowned United Way coordinator, for organizing us on that event and getting all of our goodies out to the Stuff the Bus event out at Walmart. We'll have many more United Way activities coming up in the following months, but I think Felicia and her group are going to do a fantastic job in getting us well on our way to, increasing our donations and really helping the community out a little bit more. This summer, we also had our large strategic planning meeting. I'd like to thank Felicia, too, for coordinating that. And also thank you to Cindy Martin, who has been our strategic planning guru for the past several years. Cindy is really an expert on strategic planning, and besides just making sure that we don't come up with some kind of a goofy plan, she's also made sure that we have an organized process and that we're very inclusive. And along those lines, I want to especially thank our students, Cesar Chavez and Lakeisha Lobstein from PTK, for helping us out and participating in our strategic planning process this time. This is the first time that we've really had students really get involved and really help us come up with ideas and help us critique the plans that we're moving forward next year. So they did a fantastic job, and I think they really added a lot to the process, and so I'd really like to thank them. We will talk more about the particular elements of that plan when we have our all-campus meeting next week. So, you can sit with bated breath until that time to hear about, what we're going to be doing, Who knows? Maybe we'll be closed on Thursdays or something like that. No, we're not going to be closed on Thursdays. Lisa and Scott are all upset now. I got their hopes up and then I dashed them. One last initiative that I'd like to mention is that we've just purchased a new product for student accounts called TouchNet. And this may sound like, sort of a, boring thing to talk about during a video, but this is going to be something that I think is going to give our students a lot more opportunity for the way that they pay for their classes, and also the flexibility that they have in paying for their classes. So we will premiere this in April, so there will be a lot of promotional time up until April, and then a lot of training time up until April, so that everybody gets involved and knows how this works. But it's a really, really cool product that I think is really going to be of great benefit to our student, and it's going to be of great probably strife to our staff, just as we get it off the ground and launch something, as any new project is. But once we get it up and running, I think it's going to really, really help everybody out. I'm also supposed to mention that the student handbooks will be on campus at the end of this week. You can pick those up in marketing if you'd like, or they'll also be in various distribution points around the campus. But please help us get those out to our students. Not only do they have all of our events and policies and things like that, but they're a really handy thing for helping our students stay on track with what they're doing. And as we've talked about many times, that's really everybody's job here, not just those who work directly with students. So anything that you can do to help us, get those out would be greatly appreciated. And finally, I want to encourage everyone and challenge everyone to really help our students next week as we see more and more of them on campus. We see more and more students every day as we get closer and closer to the first day of the semester starting. But when you see students that are wandering around and they look lost or scared, or like they don't know what they're doing, or sometimes they'll come straight up to you and say, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm lost. And then you don't have to guess. But take the extra time to walk them where they need to go. If you don't know the answers to their questions, find the person who does know. Lots of times students come up to me and ask me questions, and about 90% of the time I don't know the answer to their questions, but I know the person who does know the answer to their questions. So it's showing them that we care enough to take the time to connect them with the resources that they need. That really does encourage our students to feel like we really care about whether or not they finish their program, and that we really are concerned that they get what they need and that they feel supported, and that we're really concerned with their well-being. That's what we're all about here. So please take the extra time to do that, and wear your name tag so that everybody knows who you are and that you're not some random person impersonating a CCC employee, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who would like to impersonate us out there all the time. Anyway, thank you again for all that you do. I really appreciate everyone's hard work. I know that some of you have had a really hectic summer, so I apologize for that. Summer used to always be this slow time where we just could kind of, catch up on things. Those days are gone. So everything is getting ready to, get a little bit more fast and move a little bit more furiously. But thank you for everything you do. And if there's anything that I can do to help you make your job easier, please let me know. Until then, I will see you next week at the all-campus meeting.